It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. C.J. McCollum has talked about the bond between the city of Portland and the Blazers team. He said the connection comes in part because we're isolated in the Pacific Northwest, far from the rest of the world. Basketball's the only major sport, so the city's poured its heart and soul into this team. Well, Blazer fandom has certainly been part of Rip City's DNA for a very long time. Kevin?
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Bismack Biyombo is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. And Portland starts out with the ball. Here is Lillard. From deep. It's Biyombo with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Graham kicks to Rozier. Poked away and stolen by Lillard. Last break, here come the Trailblazers. McCollum with the ball. Shoots over Bridges. Hornets with the rebound.
And making an immediate impact in this league, Graham was a tremendous find in the second round.
Yeah, the 34th pick in 2018. Some scouts felt he had a low ceiling, but someone who never loses confidence because he's had to prove himself at every level. That makes you battle tested, and it prepares you to affect winning.
Now here's Lillard. A 3 from McCollum. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He's a volume 3-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Graham with the ball. Now Rozier. 6 to shoot. Graham in the corner. His 3-pointers off the mark. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ariza passes to Lillard. Shoots the 3. Graham with the rebound. Here's Charlotte now. Looking for their first basket of the game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Rozier. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, ball handlers like Rozier lift the whole team. I mean, his personality and attitude keep morale high through the entire game.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the first one drops. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. The Hornets also with a sub. Cody Zeller's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Here's McCollum. Ariza outside. the pass to Carmelo. Shoots over Graham. Zeller grabs the board.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Washington, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Trailblazers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Anthony. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And Anthony drops them both.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Now here's Graham. Feeds to Zeller. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
One of the better screen and roll prospects to enter the league in 2013. You see the hard work he's putting into it in the pros.
Here's Lillard. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Collins checked in for Portland. .55 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Trent. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Batum. Got a piece of it. Bacon the pass to Washington. Graham with the ball. Lillard picks him up. And it's Graham missing.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
And it's blocked. Unhindered, going all the way. He feeds it to Zeller. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. That's the end of the first quarter, and not much scoring. It remains close. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals with a big loss.
I look to the times where things are going well. So this is going to come to pass. You know, someday this is going to be history, and we're going to be in a better position. And I want people to look at me and remember how I responded when, you know, things didn't go my way.
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at the 1 spot. And that one misses.
The younger brother of Tyler Zeller and former Suns big man Luke Zeller. Cody has a good chance to be the best of all three.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A.
And despite those shooting problems in the first quarter, they have the lead and look like they're finally getting it together offensively.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Collins passes to Hood. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Trent. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 4 on the clock. Graham with the rebound. Charlotte leading by 3. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Washington's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 10. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bridges against McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. Left the line by Charlotte. Pass to Rozier. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Rozier's got the lead up to 13 now for Charlotte.
What's part of what makes Rozier a great scorer, he doesn't need to handle the rock to
and get points.
And so it's Charlotte, 13 points up at the end of the period. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kenny, at a bit of a crossroads are the Charlotte Hornets. They've had some talent over the years, but haven't been able to get over the hump.
Yeah, sometimes when you come to the fork in the road, you got to go straight. Yep, and it's hard for them to figure this out. And their draft record hasn't been a hit. Just letting you know, MJ got to get it right.
But if you get to the fork in the road and go straight,
yeah,
aren't you going like off-road?
Yeah, you got to create your own path.
Sometimes
you got to create your own path.
Okay.
Anyway, high number of coaching changes. Every time you go to a new system, you're starting over.
Which fork do you take when you get to it?
I don't take a fork. I'm in my spaceship.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what we're seeing from Cody Zeller.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. On the court for the Hornets, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Ante Graham is out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And he makes that one. Rozier's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Charlotte. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Down by 15. Up again, and Whiteside stays right with it.
Yeah, the Whiteside, that's how you do it. You come out, you bust your tail, you compete at a high level.
Pass to Zeller. And there's the pass to Rozier. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rozier's got 9.
I don't think you can stop Rozier just by getting physical with him. He's too single-minded a scorer to let that stop.
Now, here's Lillard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. McCollum outside. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Biombo, he's checked in for Cody Zeller, and it's Batum in for Miles Bridges. Graham kicks to Batum. Now, here's Washington. Tight defense on him. The shot's good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Passes it to Trent. The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Now here's Graham. To the inside. Washington, that's good. Washington's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, you see forwards like Washington all over the floor. The easiest shot, though, is normally inside.
Here's McCollum. He's off on that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Pass to Graham. Goes up on the wing. And too long on the shot.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. Here's Hood. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
That's just razor-sharp concentration. Hood is fantastic at keeping his composure in difficult situations.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Zach Collins. And Anthony subbed in for Little. The Hornets also with a sub. Bacon, he's checked in for Rozier.
Already proven scorer. Hood needs to keep adding to his game, specifically focusing on becoming a better all-around versatile player.
Now here's Graham. Biombo, the pass to Bacon. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one's on Anthony. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:12 left in the third quarter. Here's Trent, defended by Batum. McCollum outside. Out of hand on it.
Oh, great instincts there from Washington. Reading the situation and rising up to spike it.
Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up, but I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
58 seconds left in the third. Back to Batum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the athleticism and fearlessness of Batum inside is exceptional, really testing the defense deep in the paint.
For Charlotte, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
Now a veteran in this league, Batum does a little bit of everything, including offer guidance and support for his younger teammates.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Rodney Hood, and Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. Good on the second free throw. Here is Lillard, still looking for his first bucket in this one. The three, good on the three-point shot.
With his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the three or risk the blow-by.
30 seconds left in the third. Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Graham's got his second basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lillard scanning the floor. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Charlotte with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Trailblazers trail by 10. They've got Anthony. He's out there with Trevor Ariza. Whiteside is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lillard misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Bridges finds Graham. Clock at 4. Misses off the left eye.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Ariza outside. Right side trying to break free. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, you love how physical Ariza is, just attacking the D and earning the call in the process.
Ariza. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Trevor Ariza.
And during Ariza's career, he has established himself as an effective role player and fantastic outside shooter and a tenacious defender.
Charlotte making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now, here's Rozier. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Off with the layup. To the middle, here's Trent. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Pass to Zeller. Out to the right wing. Here's Rozier. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Hornets lead by 8.
Inside Rozier's agility, it gives him an edge. Able to make late shot adjustments and find the bucket.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. McCollum's checked in for Portland. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Charlotte. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. You've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
And Whiteside sends it back. Lillard outside. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his third foul of the game. Biombo, he's checked in for Charlotte. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Damian Lillard.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. And yes, it's good.
A pick and roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
Lillard against Rozier. Down low, here's Washington. The shot from the low post is good. And the Hornets lead by 8.
he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
And Lillard gets it to go.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
Rozier against Lillard. Now here's Graham. He's guarded closely. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And Lillard throws it down.
It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. This guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Hornets leading by 3. Rozier looking around. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Unloads from 13. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he did.
Rozier with the steal. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone. Money!
Yes! Love to see Rozier take charge. And this man is fearless.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
They grab their own miss. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
That's the kind of passion and leadership they need from Whiteside. A belief that when they need a big bucket, he's the guy to get it for them.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.